Okay, graphing equations. So you're given an equation in slope-intercept form. We want to be able to graph that. And kind of vice versa too. If you're given a graph, can you write the equation for that? And we're going to be writing our equations in what's called slope-intercept form. So your typical way to see that is y equals mx plus b. The m is your slope. The b is your y-intercept. It does not have to go in this order. It can be y equals b plus mx. And it doesn't even have to be a b or an m. It could actually be a y is equal to c plus zx. The number next to your x is still going to be your slope. The number that's all alone, the lone number, is going to be your y-intercept. Okay? And I have lots and lots of slides for this, but I'm not going to show you every single one. Okay? So y equals 2 plus 3x. Your y-intercept is 2, your slope is 3. Okay?
Isaac Oliphant, please
2
report
plus
to your mother's
3x.
room. Isaac Oliphant, please report to your mother's room.
So your y-intercept is 2, and your slope is 3. So from this point, if I have a slope of 3, I have to change that into a fraction that's equivalent, which would be 3 over 1. So rise 3, run 1. Okay, I'm going to go off the paper, so I would go the other way. I'd go down 3, back 1. That's a rise negative 3, run negative 1. And you do have to rise first before you can run. Okay? If we graph 2x plus 3, my y-intercept is 3, so I'm going to start there on the y-axis. I have a slope of 2. So I start at 3 on the y-axis, and I have a slope of 2. That means I rise 2, run 1. Okay, I go off the paper, so I need to go back the other way. Rise negative 2, run negative 1. Because negative 2 over negative 1 is the same as 2. So that means it'll be on that graph. 4 minus 2x. Y-intercept of 4, slope of negative 2. Watch out, that's a negative 2. Slope of 4, or excuse me, a y-intercept of 4, slope of negative 2 means you rise negative 2, run 1. Rise negative 2, run 1. And you keep doing that. 1 minus x. Y-intercept of 1, slope of negative 1. Even though you don't see the 1 there, don't think it's 0. If it was 0, we wouldn't have the x on the screen at all. So it has to be 1 minus 1x. So y-intercept of 1, slope of negative 1, which means I rise negative 1, run 1. Rise negative 1, run 1, and so on and so forth. And it goes the other way too. If you don't want to go rise negative 1, run 1, then the equivalent would be rise 1, run negative 1. Rise 1, run negative 1. 1/2 x minus 5. Y-intercept of negative 5, slope of 1/2. Y-intercept of negative 5, slope of 1/2. So I rise 1, run 2. Rise 1, run 2. If I had to go back the other way, I would go down 1, back 2. Okay? And then graph the line. 5 minus 2/3 x. So I have a y-intercept of 5. And then I have a slope of negative 2/3. So I rise negative 2, run 3. Rise negative 2, run 3. Negative 2/5 x. Notice there isn't a y-intercept listed up here, but it still has a y-intercept of 0. It's not written up there, but we have to say, okay, well that's plus 0. And our slope is negative 2/5. So here's your y-axis. 0 is right here. Rise negative 2, run 5. If you're going to go off the paper, go the other way. Rise 2, run negative 5. And make sure it's all in line. If you don't have it in line, then we don't have a linear equation. Y equals x. It's kind of tricky. It looks like it's really difficult, but the slope, which is next to the x, is a 1. And once again, just because we don't see the 0 doesn't mean we don't have a y-intercept of 0. So y-intercept is 0, slope of 1. There's my y-intercept. Rise 1, run 1. Keep doing that over and over again. Okay, I also want to point out the equation was y equals x. And if I were to list those points, it would be 1, 1. If I were to list this point, it would be 2, 2. List this point, 3, 3. Keep going, notice what happens. Your x value is equal to your y value. Y equals x. Y equals -3. Notice this time I don't have an x up here. So if it's not showing, that means I have 0x, which means I have a slope of 0 and I have a y-intercept of -3. So a y-intercept of -3, slope of 0, and think about your arms when we do the linear dancing in class, your arms would be straight out to the right and left. Y equals -3. X equals 2. This one doesn't have a y-intercept. There's no y-intercept when you see this. And if you have no y-intercept, that means you have to have an x-intercept. So your x-intercept is 2, and your slope is actually undefined. Okay? And you can see there's a line there. Okay, and that gets you through graphing. I think that's plenty. I'll skip through these next ones here. Get the equation for each graph. So if you look at this, what's your y-intercept? We have a y-intercept of 2. My slope, I need to find a corner along this graph. There's your corner. So from this dot to this dot, I rise 1, run 5. So I have a slope of 1/5. Y-intercept of -2. So I write y equals -2. My slope, I'm going to go down to a corner here. Got another corner up here. Let's check. Rise -2, run 3. Rise -2, run 3. So rise -2, run 3. Y-intercept of 0. I'm going to write it just to keep myself straight here. And I look at this, and it looks like I'm rising -1, running 1. So I have a slope of -1. Rise, -1, run 1. -1 divided by 1 is -1. And notice how you have a downhill slope. Mr. Potato Head is going downhill, so we have a negative number for our slope. Y-intercept of 0. Okay, and our slope, I got a corner here, I got a corner here. Let's check. Rise 3, run 2. Rise 3, run 2. So 3 halves x. Here we have a slope of 0, and we have a y-intercept of 3. So I can write 3 plus 0x, or I don't mind you writing y equals 3. That's fine too. Oh, special case here. Oh, I don't have a y-intercept, but I do have an x-intercept, and that's when I write my special case of x equals, seems to run into this value, x equals 3. Y-intercept of 3, and I have a slope of rise 1, run 1, rise 1, run 1, rise 1, run 1. So I have a slope of 1. And I think we'll finish off with this one. Here's my y-intercept of -1, and I have a slope, it looks like 1/4, because I rise 1, run 4. All right, and I think that'll be plenty. We didn't even go through that much in class, so you should be pretty set up if you missed that day.